What happens when Smallville's farm boy finally meets the world's future heroes? This isn't just another comic crossover. It's the moment Clark Kent's destiny collides with legends. The moment when a Kansas kid with a secret discovers he's part of something much larger than himself. In this story, we're diving into the day Smallville evolved from a teenage drama into the beating heart of the Superman mythos. So before we revisit Clark's first encounters with his extraordinary allies, the future Justice League, hit that like button, subscribe to Rewinding Legends, and buckle up. Because this is where the world of heroes truly began. It begins on a quiet day, the kind that feels too ordinary for destiny. Jonathan Kent, loyal father and proud man of the soil, is heading to a football kickoff when fate decides to test him. Out of nowhere, a truck loses control, metal shrieking, tires screaming, and Jonathan seconds from being crushed. But then a blur of motion. He's pulled to safety, alive only because someone intervened faster than humanly possible. Clark, stunned, swears he didn't move. It wasn't him. Someone else did what only he could do, and then disappeared, taking Jonathan's wallet as a souvenir. Gratitude and confusion collide in Clark's eyes. It's his first real proof that he's not alone in his powers, and not everyone who moves like lightning is guided by conscience. For the first time, he wonders if being special doesn't just make him unique, but replaceable. Driven by curiosity and a sense of duty, Clark tracks the strange savior to a man named Victor Stone, a former football star turned fugitive. Their meeting is raw and uneasy. Victor's body is scarred, augmented with technology that keeps him alive but alienates him from the world. Clark recognizes the pain instantly, the loneliness, the burden of being half something else. Victor, once the pride of his team, has become an experiment, part man, part machine, hunted by those who built him. Through tense exchanges and shared glances, Clark sees a reflection of himself, a man who didn't ask for greatness, but was forced to bear it. For a brief moment, two outcasts stand shoulder to shoulder, realizing they've both been rebuilt by forces they can't control. It's the birth of respect, not through trust, but through mutual understanding. Just when Clark thinks he's found one ally, another mystery emerges, one cloaked in green. The Green Arrow appears like a shadow from the rooftops, cocky, confident, and frustratingly clever. Oliver Queen isn't a man who hides behind morality. He's one who bends it. To Clark, his methods look criminal, stealing files, breaking into LexCorp facilities, taunting the rich while dodging bullets. But Oliver's not stealing for greed. He's stealing back what was stolen from the people. The confrontation between them crackles like a storm. Clark accuses him of vigilantism. Oliver fires back that idealists like Clark let evil thrive by doing nothing. Their battle isn't about fists, it's about philosophy. One fights by faith, the other by fire. By the time the dust settles, neither man has won, but both walk away seeing the world a little differently. For Clark, the encounter exposes the first crack in his black and white sense of right and wrong. For Oliver, it's the first glimpse of a hero still learning what kind of man he'll become. Their argument doesn't fade. It deepens. Oliver mocks Clark's Boy Scout routine, calling him naive for thinking hope can fix everything. Clark fires back that morality isn't weakness, it's strength. Their words hit harder than punches. And though pride keeps them from admitting it, they both learn something. Oliver learns that not all rules are meant to be broken. Clark learns that sometimes saving the world means stepping into the gray. It's a conversation that echoes through every future team they'll lead. A reminder that heroism isn't about being right, it's about being real. Meanwhile, in the shadows, Lex Luther is spinning his web. Once Clark's closest friend, Lex has become something darker, a man too intelligent for empathy and too proud for guilt. He feeds Clark lies about Oliver's team, painting them as thieves, anarchists, terrorists, and Clark, still clinging to the boyish image of Lex as misunderstood, almost believes him. But the truth surfaces fast and cuts deep. Lex's projects are nothing short of monstrous, illegal experiments on human subjects, attempts to harness metahuman DNA, and the creation of weapons built to mimic gods. Clark's faith collapses in an instant. The man he once defended is gone, replaced by the villain history always warned about. The betrayal doesn't just break Clark's trust, it hardens his resolve. He realizes saving people isn't enough. He must stand against the systems that endanger them. Then the story bends reality itself. Out of the sky, a light fractures the air, and three strangers appear. Not from another country, but another century. They know his Kryptonian name, Kal-El. To them he isn't a small-town farm boy. He's the legend who defined the word hero. The Legion of Superheroes has come from the 31st century, inspired by the stories of his bravery that have survived 1,000 years. For Clark, still struggling with doubt, it's an impossible moment. The future he's afraid of has already happened. They treat him with reverence, but what he feels isn't pride, it's pressure. The burden of knowing he's destined to become the symbol of hope for civilizations unborn. It's awe mixed with fear. A perfect balance of humility and inevitability. But Smallville was never just about cosmic prophecy. It also had heart. In a whimsical twist, a simple enchanted cupcake leads to one of the show's most emotional moments. Chloe, frustrated and jealous of Lois's seemingly perfect life, makes an impulsive wish that accidentally swaps their realities. Suddenly, she's living Lois's dream, working beside Clark, basking in his attention, writing for the Daily Planet, and it's everything she thought she wanted. But as the hours pass, Chloe sees the pressure, the expectations, and the loneliness that Lois hides behind her confidence. It's not the fantasy she imagined, it's a burden she wasn't built for. When the magic wears off, she's grateful to return to her own life, humbled by the realization that envy always looks better from a distance. As Clark wrestles with fate and friendship, another voice enters the story, one that transcends time and mortality. Dr. Fate. Cloaked in mystery and bound by destiny, he sees what others can't, the truth behind Clark's purpose. He tells Clark his path is righteous, but warns that every savior risks becoming what he fights if he forgets why he fights. His prophecy isn't about power, but restraint. It's the first time Clark's faith in his own morality is confirmed, not by a friend, but by a cosmic force. The reassurance strikes deep. For once, he doesn't feel cursed by his strength. He feels chosen. In the background, another torch is being passed. Sylvester Pemberton and Courtney Whitmore, icons of the old and new generations, argue over the rebirth of the Justice Society. The older heroes carry scars of betrayal and failure, convinced that heroism dies with age. The younger ones, bright-eyed and impatient, believe in second chances. The debate mirrors the real world, fear of history repeating versus hope that it won't. Clark listens, realizing that leadership means more than saving lives. It means inspiring others to believe again. By the end, Clark finally sees it. All the encounters, all the lessons, all the blurred lines have led to one truth. He was never meant to walk this path alone. He's part of something bigger, a network of heroes, each flawed yet necessary. For years, he believed his isolation kept others safe. Now he sees that unity makes everyone stronger. As the sun sets over Smallville, Clark Kent, the boy who once hid from destiny, takes his first true step toward it. And in that quiet, wordless moment, the legend of Superman begins. Not with flight, not with fame, but with faith. Before the cape, before the S, before Metropolis, this was the birth of a legacy. Smallville didn't just tell a story. It built the emotional bridge between human doubt and superhuman destiny. If you loved revisiting this turning point in Clark's journey, hit that like button, subscribe to Rewinding Legends, and tell us in the comments which Smallville hero deserves their own spotlight next. Until next time, keep your eyes to the skies.